Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Natex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, once again, those clouds ruled the day. All of our cameras out there tonight, though, showing a calm evening, albeit a little bit on the cool side. Let's take a look at that satellite picture. And yeah, I did get a few messages from some people, and our own Jennifer Roscoe said she saw a little bit of sunshine earlier today, but it was few and far between. Now, you can see that the clouds are back in place, and they're going to be in place here as we head into the weekend. Our temperatures right near the freezing mark, as they have been for most of the day today. 33 in Effingham and 31 in Springfield. So a calm Friday night. You may see a flurry or two tonight and tomorrow, but nothing major expected. But there is a little sunshine to share with you in the 7-day. Look forward to doing that coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Lawmakers are back in Springfield for the lame duck session. One item on the agenda could be a new speaker. Plus, criminal justice reform could be on the table this session. What that may look like.
And a mayor from Central Illinois posted a video about joining protesters at the U.S. Capitol on Wednesday. Why it paints a different picture.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
The Illinois House is back in session, spread out across the bank of Springfield Center. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. The lame duck session is less than a week long, and lawmakers have different stances on how much can actually get done in that time frame. One thing on Democrats' agenda could be a new speaker. Michael Madigan may be at risk of losing his gavel. We're going to check in later with our Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell with that story. Now, besides the speaker's race, several topics could take center stage during this session. Those include potential problems and fixes to the state budget, also ethics reform, and one that seriously affects law enforcement, criminal justice reform. Our Cole Henke will have more on that later in our newscast.
There's a video with ties to Central Illinois circulating on social media that is drawing criticism and concerns.
Well, I mean, there's kids out there. It was peaceful. There was just Americans helping each other out. There was no violence.
The mayor of Thomasboro was in Washington, D.C. Wednesday when a mob forced its way into the Capitol building, ultimately leaving 5 people dead, including a Capitol police officer. Now, some are concerned the mayor's Facebook video doesn't reflect the severity of what happened. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is live in the newsroom tonight. Jamie, does the village plan to take any action?
Paul, village trustees told me they don't have any intention of doing anything just yet. I was told this is not a village issue, and the mayor went to D.C. on his own personal time. The video was posted to Mayor Tyler Evans' page Wednesday night. He says he did not go inside of the Capitol building, but was on the stairs. Evans describes his time at the protest as exhilarating and euphoric. He says he didn't see any violence. During the protest, a woman was shot and killed by Capitol Police, and an officer and 3 other people died after being hurt. People on a post on Facebook are upset that even though the mayor wasn't inside the building, he was still there. But in his original video, he doesn't talk about the violence that happened inside the Capitol that evening. We reached out to the mayor several times, but we have not been able to get a response. Most of the village officials I spoke to said they have not seen the video, nor have they heard any complaints from people in the community about it. Live in the newsroom, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Well, certainly out there, and there are comments on Facebook for them to read. Jamie, thanks for sharing. We have a follow-up to a speech delivered by a congresswoman from Illinois. We told you Wednesday, Mary Miller spoke to a Moms for America event in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday. She came under fire and is facing calls for her resignation after praising Hitler.
If we win a few elections, we're still going to be losing unless we win the hearts of our children. This is the battle. Hitler was right on one thing. He said, whoever has the youth has the future. Our children are being propagandized.
Miller issued a statement with an apology saying she regrets using a reference to Hitler and that dark history should never be repeated. She accused people of trying to twist her words and said she's pro-Israel and a strong advocate and ally of the Jewish community. One of Miller's regional directors has resigned because of her Hitler-praising speech. Will Nesbitt was the director of her Danville office and resigned Wednesday. Nesbitt's also the former director of the Danville Election Commission.
The new Champaign County Treasurer is hoping to fix the problems that have plagued the office. Cassandra Johnson was sworn in December. The office has had several issues in the past, including delayed payments. Last year, Laurel Prussian resigned from the job. She was followed by Marisol Hughes. Johnson spent almost 22 years in the Air Force doing finance-related jobs. She says she saw the problems in the office and stepped up to help.
My main goal is to implement basically to create a continuity system, clearly map out the processes and the changes that have been made because of the new systems that are in this office. But in addition to that, create a very solid training plan.
Johnson says she has a full staff, but they may add more employees if they get more responsibilities. An effort to impose term limits on rental government has stalled. Not enough signatures on a petition were gathered for a referendum to hit the ballot. Organizers say that's partly because of COVID-19. Now it could be at least a year before rental citizens get a chance to decide whether the offices of mayor, trustee, and clerk will have term limits. The proposal is no more than 2 consecutive terms. Supporters say it's aimed at getting fresh ideas and lessening corruption.
House Democrats are huddling behind closed doors in Springfield right now as Speaker Madigan makes his case to stay in power. Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell's live in the Capitol with the latest to Mark. Several other challengers are also campaigning for Madigan's job.
Yeah, Paul, we have a showdown for Speaker on our hands. For the first time in Speaker Madigan's long history, other Democrats are openly challenging him, campaigning to try to take the gavel from him that date next week. This is one of several different candidates forums that House Democrats have held, and this is the first time they're all able to gather under the same roof. The moderate Democrats and some downstate Democrats holding this forum today. Already, the Latinx caucus and the Black caucus have given their endorsements to Speaker Madigan, save one member of each of those groups saying they're not going to support him. The Women's Caucus held a similar group last week. They didn't issue an endorsement, and it's interesting. So far, the only House Democrats to challenge the Speaker are women. 3 of them. Could a 4th, perhaps progressive Kelly Cassidy, jump into the race at this late hour?
I've been asked a lot about it. It's a big decision to make. It's something I'm still contemplating. But what I know is that among our caucus, there are so many folks with so much talent and so many great ideas that I'm confident that there's somebody there that can pull it off.
We need to restore the public trust and integrity in the office of Speaker of the House, and there's just too many distractions and too many scandals swirling around him and his administration, and a free break and a new beginning, I think, is what everybody needs in the state of Illinois.
That's Representative Stephanie Kifowitz. She was the first to openly challenge Madigan for his gavel, and when she didn't even have enough votes to deny him the speakership. Now there are 19 House Democrats together. If they hold firm, they can defeat Madigan. They just have to find a challenger who can beat them. I asked a few today, how resolved are you to stay firm in your position against Madigan? They all said they're going to dig in here. They're intent on keeping him out. But Madigan, methodical as he's known to be in Springfield, still campaigning. Tonight, he's telling members right now he's got the experience, the only one with the experience. He's done this job a long time and knows how to do it well. He's still making his case. Next Wednesday, he'll swear the oath of office to become the Speaker, to stay in office on his 50th anniversary when he first became elected here in Springfield. So that's a date many people are watching closely. For now, reporting in Springfield, Mark Maxwell, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
That is remarkable, Mark. Thanks. Now, the Senate is scheduled to return to action tomorrow. Illinois lawmakers are pushing for more accountability, among other things, for police.
We've all heard the phrase, new year, new me, how you can tackle some of those goals safely.
Also tonight, it's a comeback that hasn't been seen in more than 2 decades, what Coach Underwood told the Illini to make it happen.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Oh, there you are.
That was quite a comeback in that second half.
It was like 2 different games.
This is happening.
It was indeed. All right, it's another cloudy day. High temperatures that were pretty much near average, 35. But look at the difference in the low and the high. We had 3 degrees. That's how we moved the entire day there. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the flurries, and we're going to be bringing back some of that sun soon, and how we're going to be overall staying dry when we come back.